Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Average Avengers Season 2. This is the second episode of our second week, and we are kind of going to go over our second attempt at egg squats, see if there was anything that we were able to do to kind of improve our time, our ability, if we chose to use, not a measuring cup, and then just generally see how the rest of the week went for us, how a second week has, left us feeling.
So I challenged myself to do 30 squats this time to make it a little more complicated, and I was really happy with my efforts up until the point I got up to squat 28 because then I dropped the egg and had to do 60 squats. And I think you can see that I had in this video a little bit of a point where I lost my mind and wept like a Disney princess on the couch. So.
I mean, Thor is technically just another Disney princess at this point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm in the canon now. But still, second attempt went well. I did a lot of squats this week. Tried to concentrate on form and stability, and I guess it didn't work because I did drop the egg, but I'm still glad I did it.
Well, over 20 though.
Yeah.
Right, like you had gotten the minimal 20.
Oh, for sure, I got 20 squats, no problem.
Yeah.
I used a smaller measuring cup. I felt that was fair, and I did 25, and I measured very well.
Good job upping the squats number. Good, I like it.
Okay, so for my second one, I decided to up my limit to 30 instead of 20 as well. Again, I didn't find it particularly challenging, but this week I did spend a lot of time working on legs and squats to try and strengthen improve my stamina as well as my overall performance while keeping my my form in good shape, and it went well.
All right, so for my second attempt, I heard the cry out there of kind of upping the ante, and so I also tried to do 30, and it went pretty well. I did try the putting the spoon in the molars, and it was worth the try. To kind of improve on my first attempt, I worked a lot. Like I did some wall sits and some squats as well to just kind of work out those muscles for the squats. But I also did a little bit of core work as well, whether it be through yoga or through plank, just to try and get the balance side of things up, because I found that was particularly difficult the first try, and it went well.
All right, well, I think that's a really good second attempt, even for people that dropped the egg. At least we got to eat the egg afterwards, so that was fun.
Protein is great after a workout.
Yeah. So quickly, let's a couple seconds talk about how we thought the second week went. I found the motivation to work out a lot easier this week. I was getting into the groove of at least doing something every day, which or every mostly every day. Dieting, I found I haven't broken it yet, although I consider breaking it like completely losing track of the diet, not like indulging in a little thing here and there. But I am craving things a lot more. Like I'm craving ice cream and pizza a lot this week. And I didn't even eat pizza all that often, but I still want some. So I'm kind of hitting that wall, but other than that, still going good.
I feel similar. I feel really good. I think that is a large part due to the weather. It's been so gorgeous the last week, so just doing everything outside has been awesome for me. And Steve and you and I have also done a really good job the last week of making fun games out of the things we're doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's at the park and we're being distance and playing catch with the frisbee, or doing our trivia workouts and stuff. The dieting part totally sucks. Having to cook myself something separate from everything else everybody's eating at home is the worst, because I hate cooking and it takes way more time. I'm just focused on eating things that are making me feel good and giving me the energy that I want to have to be able to go to the park every evening.
So I found getting into the routine of working out still a challenge for me, just because my schedule is all over the place. I could, have an entire day planned the day before, and that just goes to shambles just because meetings will come up or groups have to change or one-to-one appointments happen or phone calls happen. And so it does make it a little bit more difficult. And I'm seeing that as much as I might be tired at the end of the day, I might have to start like planning my workouts at the end of the day versus during the day, or in the morning, which I'm not a morning person, so I make no guarantees on that one. So I'll have to figure out the actual scheduling portion of things. But in terms of the calorie counting, it's not out of my wheelhouse. I feel pretty comfortable with it. I feel like I'm doing it a lot healthier than I've done it in past years of my life. Yeah, I found it actually pretty good. The cravings are coming in, especially like for myself as a woman, being that particular week is like all I want to eat is pizza and chocolate, and I want everyone to leave me alone. And so that's been a little bit difficult, and I've had to kind of navigate those waters. But I do find that I have a lot more energy, like having that accountability to having more vegetables and having more grains and having more fruits and all of those and more protein. So that's been good for me.
I've barely worked out this week. I've had a rough week, but I haven't left my diet. So that's good. Honestly, the world sucks. And until the pandemic kills us all, I'm just going to try my best. So I was not able to. I worked out Monday. I did. And I've done my walks. Okay, I worked out Monday and did my walks. But I wasn't able to find time or motivation to do it at all. And that's just reality. And I think I'm going to be honest about it. Like I did the challenge because we had to. And sometimes that's all you have for motivation. But I stayed to the diet, even though I really wanted to leave it. Skip the dishes is always a few clicks away, but I resisted the urge. And so that's my victory for the week.
I find the workout part easier, but having the diet and like the separate foods and eating healthy and counting calories, all of that, I find so overwhelming that it stresses me out and I don't want anything to do with it. But it's just really interesting to me that we just have like the opposite parts of it. Dave, if we could combine people, we would be a fitness guru.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
So we, instead of Avengers, we need Power Rangers and just.
Yeah.
I'll be the left leg.
Well, guys, it looks like next week is going to be your week to shine, Dave, because next week is a walking challenge. So just as part of your workout, you're gonna blow us all out of the water. So we'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye.